All right, today we're tearing apart Dave Ramsey's legendary system, the Total Money Makeover. This isn't some gentle, feel-good advice. It's a straight-up, no-nonsense battle plan that has helped millions of people completely change their lives with money. So let's get right into it.
But first, I want you to really think about this for a second. What if you owed nothing to anyone? Not just, managing your payments, but actually being totally, completely, 100% debt-free, forever. That's the huge promise at the heart of this whole thing, and honestly, it's a game changer.
Now, to really get this system, you've got to understand the guy who created it. See, this isn't some theory from a textbook. At just 26, Dave Ramsey was a millionaire, had a $4 million real estate portfolio, the whole thing. 2 years later, boom, he lost it all and filed for bankruptcy. It's that insane journey, from the absolute top to rock bottom and all the way back up, that gives his plan so much credibility. That personal catastrophe, losing everything, well, that became his classroom. It was in that failure that he was forced to figure out how real, lasting wealth is actually built. So after hitting bottom, he went on this mission. He started studying what wealthy people actually do. Not what they say, but what they do. And what he found was kind of shocking in how simple it was. No complicated schemes, no crazy leverage. They just did 3 basic things. They avoided debt like the plague, they lived on less money than they made, and they saved consistently. That's it. That simple discovery became the bedrock for everything that followed. And what followed is this super clear, step-by-step roadmap. Now, this isn't a buffet of financial tips where you can just pick and choose the stuff you like. Nope. This is a path, and it is designed to be followed in one specific order. He calls them the 7 baby steps, and the 2 most important words there are sequential and non-negotiable. You do step 1, then step 2, then step 3, in order. And you do it with what he calls gazelle intensity. Think about it, a gazelle running from a cheetah. It is focused, it is fast, it is literally running for its life. That's the kind of energy he says you need to get away from debt. So, the whole plan is split into 3 main phases. And the first one is basically financial triage. It is all about stopping the bleeding, getting some traction, and finally breaking that cycle of living with debt. In this first phase holds the first 3 baby steps. Number 1, you get a small emergency fund together. Number 2, you attack your debt with a vengeance. And number 3, you build a real emergency fund so this never happens again. All right, let's break them down. Baby step 1 sounds almost too simple. Save $1,000, fast. Like, sell stuff you don't need, deliver pizzas, do whatever it takes to get that $1,000. Why? Because that little cushion is what stops a flat tire from becoming a credit card bill. It's not for a huge crisis. It's to break the habit of borrowing for little emergencies and to give you that first quick win. Okay, baby step 2. This is where the plan gets controversial. All the math says you should pay off your highest interest rate debt first. It saves you the most money. Makes sense, right? Well, Ramsey says, forget the math. He wants you to pay off your smallest debt first, no matter what the interest rate is. He calls this the Debt Snowball. You list out all your debts from the smallest balance to the largest. You pay minimums on everything except for that smallest one. You throw every extra penny you have at it until it's gone. Then you take all the money you were paying on that debt and you roll it over to the next smallest one. See, the power here isn't in the math, it's in your head. It's about behavior. When you knock out that first debt fast, you feel like you can win, and that momentum is what keeps you going. So once you're debt-free, and we're talking everything except the house, you hit baby step 3. Now you build a real safety net, a fully funded emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of your essential expenses. And this isn't an investment, it's insurance. It's the wall between you and life's big emergencies, like a job loss or a medical bill, so you never have to go back into debt again. Okay, this is where it gets really fun. With all that debt gone and a big pile of cash for emergencies, the game changes. You've been playing defense this whole time. Now, we get to go on offense and start building some serious wealth. And this phase includes baby steps 4, 5, and 6. And here's the key. You do these 3 at the same time. You start investing for retirement, you start putting money away for your kids' college, and you start attacking your mortgage to get rid of it early. So baby step 4 is crystal clear. You invest 15% of your gross household income for retirement. Not 10%, not whatever's left over. 15%. This is the non-negotiable minimum you need to build the kind of wealth that will actually take care of you when you're older. Next is baby step 5, saving for your kids' college. But, and this is a big but, you only start this after you're saving for your own retirement.
The logic here is kind of blunt, but it's powerful. It's like the oxygen mask on an airplane, right? You have to secure your own mask first. Your kids have options for college, scholarships, loans, jobs. But there are no scholarships or loans for your retirement. You have to take care of you first.
And that brings us to the big one, the final boss of debt. Baby step 6, paying off the house. For a lot of people, this is the ultimate dream. I mean, just imagine it for a second. No house payment, ever. Again, the freedom that comes with owning the roof over your head free and clear is what Ramsey calls financial peace. And once you've actually achieved that level of peace, you get to the final phase of the plan. This is the mountaintop. This is where money stops being about just surviving or even being secure, and it becomes a tool for something so much bigger. Baby step 7 is where you build wealth and give like crazy. Think about it. With 0 payments to anyone on earth, your income becomes this unbelievably powerful shovel. You can invest, you can build businesses, and you can become outrageously generous, changing your family tree and other people's lives forever. So if you boil this whole system down to one single idea, it's this. Personal finance is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. It's not about knowing the math. The reason most of us struggle with money isn't that we don't get compound interest, it's because our habits are broken. This plan is designed to fix the habits first. Of course, people always have objections, and the biggest one is usually, but what about my credit score? And Ramsey's answer perfectly shows the mindset shift. He says a credit score is just an I love debt score. It's a measurement of how well you play with debt. So if your goal is to never borrow money ever again, why would you care about a score that says you're good at borrowing? Look, at the end of the day, this whole thing isn't just a financial plan. It's really a roadmap for a total life transformation. It's about changing your entire relationship with money, moving from stress and chaos to a place of real control, confidence, and peace. So, there you have it. The plan is laid out. It's simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. The question isn't whether or not the plan works. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it? Which one of these baby steps are you on right now? And what's the very first thing you're going to do?